But guys, we're ready for the next game. Revival versus Spanishiwa. Let's do it. Boom.
Boom. Downtime, take that.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. All right. So this is going to be another best of 3 from the winners bracket. These players were waiting patiently for that other game to finish before I instructed them to start the game. And it is going to be between in the bottom left-hand location. The Blue Zerg player, who's very well known among the foreigner scene, has a very strong YouTube presence. Very entertaining player. He is Spanishiwa. His opponent in the top right-hand location from Team Evil Geniuses, we saw him not too long ago in this very tournament. From Team, he's the Red Zerg player, Revival. Oh. So it's going to be Revival versus Spanishiwa. And this is another one of those North American versus Korean games.
Yes. And Spanishiwa was a guy who has a lot of creative builds.
Yeah.
He's a really, really fun player to watch. Really, really fun. He actually, does he still go to UC Davis? I know he used to go to UC Davis. I don't know if he still does or not.
I wish I knew. Someone on Twitter is going to tell us.
Yes.
I bet you.
So this is game 1 of the series.
Yep.
A little bit of divergence already. Spanishiwa playing with the safer pool first. But this isn't like not an early pool, just normal, 14 pool. I think it was 14. So he's going to get his hatchery slightly later than Revival, but of course, earlier Queen should even up the odds pretty nicely. I'm really curious to see how Spanishiwa plays ZVZ because I remember he was the guy massing queens. He was like the first guy to mass queens. And
like the Ice Fisher build. Wasn't that what it's called? It was called? You remember this, Nick?
Maybe.
That's what it was, man.
Is it like a version of a Bobby Fischer chess build? But
it was when the Zerg players started going 4 queens. Come on, remember this, please.
I remember it, but I remember that time.
I think Husky called it the Ice. You're not a YouTube guy, are you?
Yeah, not.
I think Husky said Ice Fisher.
I watch MLG. YouTube.
Everyone else. Well, thank good for both of us.
Yes.
MLG has a YouTube channel.
Yes.
YouTube.com/official MLGSC2. But yeah, Spanishiwa was the one who really favored never getting gas, getting like 4 queens early in every matchup.
Yes, he did. And especially ZVZ was really the breakout matchup at the time. Modern ZVZ, though, it's so often about the Mulisk. Right? I mean, well, if it's about the Mulisk, it's really about whoever can get third base, beating baiting wars, etc. But people, their goal is to get Mulisk, right? And get as many as possible. Now, Queens do very well against Mulisk in a straight-on engagement. The problem is the mobility is such a factor. But I'm curious to see if Spanishiwa has found a way to make Mass Queens work against the new Mulisk. The one that it regenerates and is faster, and it can dodge fungal growth.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we're not seeing too much deviation in these builds, except Revival going to be getting speed a little bit earlier than his opponent. Actually, pretty far ahead of his opponent, probably around 40 seconds.
Yes, that's pretty typical for the hatch first versus the. Oh, wait, Spanishiwa's getting baiting nest before speed. That is not typical. You know what this is? This is a hybrid defensive build.
Ah.
He's going to get a Spine Core and like 2 Banings to build nothing but drones. And this is, I mean,
so just saying no thanks to speed.
Yeah. And this is, we saw him do, I mean, the 4 Queen, no gas is a hybrid defensive build as well. So Spanishiwa likes these early game defensive builds. He tries to avoid that speeding micro. The one thing I'm curious, though, about this is, the reason why most people don't do these builds, it's not that you really fall behind in economy early, right? You can just build a lot of drones. You're not going to fall too far behind in economy early. What the problem is getting to third base. With later speed, it's much harder to really take and defend third base. So he is actually going to get speed, which means he can take third base at some point.
Just delayed.
Yeah,
is the thing.
Interesting.
I have some breaking news.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Nick.
Break some news, man.
Jaedong has been knocked down to the lower bracket.
Who could do such a thing?
NRG Quasar.
I know Team NRG.
Quasar?
Could be Quasar. Like
Quasar?
that type of star, yeah. That'd be a cool name. I actually don't even know who that is.
We're going to find out.
Yes.
We're going to find out.
We need a detective on the scene. detective. Find out who this person is that dares fight. Oh, look at all these speed needs on the way. Revival. Revival's going to really commit the speed needs, but remember, Spanishiwa went ultra defensive. Yeah, he got Spine Core, he has Queens, he's got Banelings. He has like, he's making...
He should be making,
what,
okay.
Is that 14
That's
Banelings?
14 Banelings from Revival. Revival wants to end Spanishiwa right now. He just saw Jadon get knocked out.
Is he going to see it? Dover's going to steal all the Morphine. As soon as he sees it, he'll just make a lot of his own Banelings. Look at that. Morphine all his own Banelings. Just make them all.
Just see two. Okay, there we
go. Yep.
Is it a little too late, though?
Here
come the Lings from Revival. What Baneling? Oh, great pullback from Revival. And
that's so many
Spanishiwa, he needs these Banelings to finish. They're just going to march right into the main base. These drones, Spanishiwa is going to have perfect drone splitting. Not too bad so far. And now the Baneling's coming forward here from Spanishiwa. Big Baneling detonations everywhere. I think Revival is definitely getting the better end.
Yeah, he still has units. Spanishiwa kind of blew all his Banelings in one load there. Oh, brutal. And there's still speedings in his main. Like, his main is... Oh, no. He's been able to save it. Oh, but the Queen... As you lose the Queens, it gets really tough. The drones coming out to fight. Whose Banelings are being morphed on this?
There's 2 by Revival and 1 by Spanishiwa.
Okay. Oh, those are Revivals. The ones right in action.
Oh,
okay. No! What the... How did only, like, 2 drones die there?
Good splitting there from Spanishiwa, but unfortunately, I'm not sure in the long run.
He can't keep rallying because he doesn't have the
Queens.
Yeah, he does have a lair finish, but unfortunately can't use it. He doesn't have the resources. Drones saying... Actually, they cleaned it up pretty...
Spine Crawler going to be moving forward, trying to find a way to a place to burrow. But more Speedlings coming in here from Revival.
I think this is it.
Oh, no. Spanishiwa. He made those Banelings just a little bit too late. Imagine if he had all those Banelings about 10 seconds sooner. This would be a very different game. But now, Revival sending all of his units across the map to take down Spanishiwa in this game number 1. Keep in mind, though, this is a best of 3. So there's still a chance for Spanishiwa to win 2 in a row. And there's the GG.
Man, if he just saw those Banelings be morphed like 5 seconds earlier, or even like literally like 2 to 3 seconds earlier, when Revival was running past his Banelings, his Banelings morph time was like, and that was a bold move of Revival, because imagine if they finished, he would have lost an entire chain of guys.
And then Spanishiwa could have potentially defended.
I mean, Spanishiwa was up, I think, about 15 drones before they all died, obviously.
Sure.
At the end of the game, he was not up by drones. Cause,
he was
dead.
Everything. So, Spanishiwa is going to lose game 1. Revival taking victory. He's going to be up 1-0 in this best of 3, guys. Stay tuned. You're watching our coverage of WCS America, the qualifier tournament to determine which 8 players will advance on to play in the Premier Division. Stay tuned.